Good morning students. Today we will do some numerical problems by using parallelogram law of forces. The question is the angle between the two forces. The angle between the two forces of magnitude 15 Newton and 20 Newton is 45 degree. The 20 Newton force is horizontal. So determine the resultant in magnitude and direction when both the forces are pulls. And second part, 20 Newton force is pull but 15 Newton force is push. So the two forces F1 and F2. So the force 20 Newton force is F1 force and 15 Newton force is F2 forces. So they are represented by the vector OA and OB. So complete the parallelogram OACB. So OACB is our parallelogram and R is the resultant force and alpha is the angle which the resultant force makes with the force F1, that is 20 Newton force. So the angle F1 force is 20 Newton force and F2 force is 15 Newton force. And angle between the two forces is theta is 45 degree. So as per the parallelogram law of forces, the resultant force R is equal to F1 square plus F2 square plus 2F1 F2 cos theta. So substituting the values of these two forces, we get F1 square means 20 square plus 15 square plus 2F1 20 F2 15 cos theta cos 45 degree. So it means the resultant force R is 400, is 225 plus and this value is 600 into cos 45 degree means 0.707. 0.707 is the value of cos 45 degree. So under root, so the resultant force, its value is 32.4 Newton. So the resultant force is 32.4 Newton. So alpha is the angle which the resultant force makes with the force F1. Then tan alpha is equal to F2 sin theta upon F1 plus F2 cos theta. So by using parallelogram law of forces, distribution gives the magnitude of the resultant force R is equal to F1 square plus F2 square plus 2F1 F2 cos theta under root, and distribution gives the direction of the resultant force, that is alpha is the angle which the resultant force makes with the force F1 and tan alpha is equal to F2 sin theta F1 plus F2 cos theta. So putting all these values, so we get 15 into sin 45 degree 20 plus 15 cos 45 degree. So this value is 0.346. So alpha is tan inverse 0.346, that is 19 degree 6 minutes with 20 Newton force with F1 force with F1. So the resultant force, its magnitude is 32.4 Newton, 32.4 Newton, and the direction of the resultant force, it makes the angle with force F1 alpha, its value is 90 degree 6 minutes. So this angle is 90 degree 6 minutes. So second part of the problem is when the this was when both the forces were pulled. So second part, when the 20 Newton force is pull and 15 Newton force is push. So in that case, So 20 Newton force is pulling force. F1 OA 20 Newton. And now F2 force 15 Newton force is pushed at this point. The force F2 is pushed. See force F2 15 Newton. Now when we use parallelogram law forces, it is considered that both the forces should be pulling forces or pushing force. So this pushing force is converted into pulling force. So by extending its line of application, so this is pushing force is converted into pulling force. So this is as per the principle of transmissibility of the forces. This pushing force is converted into pulling force by using principle of transmissibility. So this is OA. Then complete this parallelogram. And then R is the resultant. R is. Now this angle is 45 degree. Now this angle theta. Actually this is the parallelogram. OACB is our parallelogram. Now this pushing force is converted into pulling force. Then this angle is theta. So the value of theta is equal to 180 degree minus 45 degree. So this is equal to 135 degree angle theta. And alpha is the angle which the resultant force makes with the force F1. Then again by using the equation R is equal to F1 square plus F2 square plus 2F1 F2 cos theta under root. So F1 the square means 20 square plus 15 square plus 2F1. F1 is 20, F2 is 15 and cos theta. Now theta angle is 135 degree. So cos 135 degree under root. So the resultant force is, its value is 14.17 Newton. So the resultant force is 14.17 Newton. And angle alpha. So we know tan alpha is equal to F2 sin theta upon F1 plus F2 cos theta. So F2 sin theta 15 because the F2 forces, F1 forces 20 Newton and F2 forces 15 Newton. So putting all these values, F2 15 Newton sin theta, sin 135 degree from F1. F1 is 20 plus 15 sin cos 135. So this is 1.129. So angle alpha is tan inverse 1.129. So this is 48 degree timing with the 20 Newton force. Now angle alpha. This angle alpha is 48 degree 28 minutes with F1. So second question is second question is find the magnitude of two forces such that if they act at right angle to each other, then the resultant force is under root 82 Newton. So when they act at angle of 60 degree, then the resultant force is 91 under root Newton. So we have to find the forces. So the solution is, so let the two forces are F1 and F2. So the two forces are F1 and F2 are two forces, and according to parallelogram law under. So when the angle between the two forces, when the forces act at right angle to each other, it means the angle between the two forces theta is equal to 90 degree. So then R is equal to F1 square plus F2 square plus 2F1 F2 cos 90 under. So it means F1 square plus F2 square plus 2F1 F2 cos 90 degree equal to 0. So it means R is equal to F1 square plus F2 square under. So resultant force, its value is 82 Newton under root 82 is equal to F1 square plus F2 square under. So squaring distribution, then we get F1 square plus F2 square. This is equal to 82. So this is our question number 1. So F1 square plus F2 square, this is equal to 82 Newton. This is our question number 1. So second is, so this is the value of the resultant force when the two forces act at right angle to each other, means theta is equal to 90 degree. So second case is when the angle between the two forces is theta is equal to 60 degree. So when angle between the two forces theta is equal to 60 degree, then the resultant force is 91 Newton under. So putting all these values in distribution, we get R equal to F1 square plus F2 square plus 2F1 F2 cos 60 degree. Theta is equal to 60 degree. So it means R is equal to F1 square plus F2 square plus 2F1 F2. 2F1 F2. So cos 60 degree is equal to 0.5 under root. So it means the resultant force is 91 Newton under root F1 square plus F2 square plus F1 F2 under root. So squaring distribution, we get F1 square plus F2 square plus F1 F2. So this is equal to 91. So this is our second equation. So our second equation is F1 square plus F2 square plus F1 F2. This is equal to 91. So putting the value of F1 square plus F2 square in distribution, we get this is equal to, this value is 82 Newton from the first equation. So plus F1 F2 is equal to 91. So it means F1 F2 is equal to 91 minus 82. So this is equal to 9. So it means F1 F2 is equal to 9. So this is our second equation. So F1 F2 is equal to 9. This is our second equation. Now we know that F1 square plus F2 square is equal to F1 square plus F2 square plus 2F1 F2. So this is as per A plus B square equal to A square plus B square plus 2A. So F1 F2 square, this is equal to 82. So and this is equal to 9. So 82 plus F1 plus F2 82 plus 2 F1 F2 is equal to 9. So it means 82 plus 18 is equal to 100. So it means F1
plus F2 square is equal to 100 and F1 plus F2 is equal to 10. Then F1 plus F2 is equal to 10. So it means from this equation F2 is equal to 10 minus F1. F2 is equal to 10 minus F1. So and putting the value of F2 in the equation number 2. So F1, this is F1, F2 is equal to 10 minus F1. So F1, F2 is equal to 9. So F1, F2 is equal to 10 minus F1, this is equal to 9. So it means 10 F1 minus F1 square is equal to 9. So this is equal to F1 square minus 10 F1 plus 9 is equal to 0. So this is our quadratic equation in F1. So from this equation, the quadratic equation in F1 is F1 the square minus 10 F1 plus 9 is equal to 0. So it means F1 is equal to minus B10 minus B square minus 10 square minus 4AC is equal to 9. So this is because the quadratic equation ax square, the standard form of the quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and the solution of this equation is x is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac from 2a. So this is equal to 2. So it means this is equal to 10 plus minus, this is 100 minus 36 upon 2. So this is 10 plus minus 100 minus 36, 64, taking under root, this is 8 upon 2. So two values of F1 are, so taking positive sign, F1 is equal to 9 Newton. Taking negative sign, F1 is equal to 1 Newton. So select any one value of F1. So take F1 is equal to 9 Newton. F1 is equal to 9 Newton. So putting the value of F1 equal to 9 Newton into this equation, second equation, we get 9 into F2 is equal to 9. So F2 is equal to 9.9 1 Newton. So F2 force is 1 Newton. So the two forces are F1 9 Newton and second force F2 is 1 Newton. Thank you.